All right. So for those people who are joining here for the first time in the advanced class, this is normally the structure that we follow. First 10 minutes, we welcome everyone, discuss any experiences or any questions anyone has from their meditation at home by themselves. And for anyone new, we explain how to rise our inner energy and give protection to our energy system. This is the shorter version of what we normally do in the beginner session, where we go through that 10-step process to awaken the energy. Now, since the energy is awakened in us, we can rise it easily or an easier way, which we are going to show to you. And then it would be followed by a guided meditation for 40 minutes. And then at the end, we will leave some time for questions and answers, or if you want to share your experiences during the meditation. So that's the rough structure. So what we're going to do is, I'm Madhur, and you already know me. I've been practicing this for about 20 years and also have been leading classes for about 8 years now. We're going to start with understanding how to rise our inner energy using our hands and attention. So sometimes it's harder to look at the slide and understand it even when I explain it. So I'm going to play a video of someone explaining it and showing it to us, so that way it would be easier for anyone who is joining for the first time on how to do it. So let me switch to that video.
With your palm facing your body. Then slowly raise your left hand to the top of your head, and as your left hand is ascending, rotate your right hand around it in a clockwise direction, swirling around and around until both hands are above your head. Now, imagine that you are tying a knot with a short rope, and using both hands, perform the gesture of tying a knot above your head, as if you are actually tying up your inner energy. Now, lower both hands, and starting with your left palm facing your lower abdomen, repeat this process of raising the energy and tying the knot 3 times. The second time, tying 2 knots at the top of your head. The third time, tying 3 knots at the top of your head. This technique will help focus your attention and raise your inner energy to the crown chakra or energy center. The goal is to raise the energy, achieve a connection to the universal cosmic energy through your crown energy center, and establish the state of meditation. Now, you want to form a shield of protection to protect your subtle energy system and to preserve your ability to remain in the state of thoughtless awareness. First, place your left hand on your lap, palm upwards. Next, place your right hand beside your left hip. Slowly raise your right hand over your head and sweep it down the right side of your upper body. Then sweep your right hand back up the right side of your body, over your head, and down the left side of your body. Repeat sweeping your right hand up over your head and down 7 times to form a shield.
So that is the process that we use to rise our energy and also give protection to our energy system that helps to keep that state of meditation or to uh, keep our attention inside while we are doing this process or during this meditation. And if you notice, we rose this energy 3 times because we have 3 energy channels, and we give that protection 7 times because we have 7 energy centers. So that's why those numbers are there. And now, after this energy is awakened and we have stabilized our attention, we're going to balance our energy system. And to understand or to know the state of our energy system, what we're going to do is first we are going to keep both the hands open on the lap, bring our attention to the top of our head at the 7th energy center, and sit in that state for a minute or so. So that will allow us to, or help us to understand the state of our energy system, our energy channels, and our energy centers. And once we understand that, then we are going to do the balancing part that I was describing earlier to balance the channels and then see that difference in the flow or the state of energy system after the balancing. So that gives us a before and after kind of status where we understand how the balancing is helping us in progressing or balancing the energy system. So keep your attention at the top of your head. Now, let's notice the state of our energy system through our hands. So for those who are joining for the first time, how we understand the state of our energy system is for understanding the channels, we look at both hands. So left hand represents our left channel, right hand represents our right channel. And if your left hand or right hand has a cooler flow, that indicates a state of balance. Any other state like warmness, tingling, heaviness represents that center or channel is not in a balanced state, and this energy is working on it to get rid of that imbalance. So all states are positive indications of this energy working within our system. After you have understood the state of your channels, you can also understand the state of each individual energy center by noticing the state of flow of vibrations of this energy on that particular finger or the area of the palm. So for the first center, we look at the base of the palms in the middle. For the second, the thumbs. For the third, middle fingers of both hands. For the fourth, little fingers. For the fifth, our index fingers. For the sixth, ring fingers. And for the seventh, middle of the palms in the center. By understanding the state of the energy system, we are able to guide our attention and this energy to the centers. Sorry for the interruption. So by understanding this state, we are able to guide our attention to that particular energy system, a particular energy channel or energy center to get rid of that imbalance or improve the energy level so that our energy can rise in with more power and we have a stronger feeling of meditation, and also we benefit from clearing of those imbalances within us that we learned during the beginning part of the session or during the beginner session. So now we are going to balance our energy system, starting with the left channel. Left hand remains on the lap. Right hand, you can put it on the floor if you're sitting on the floor. If you're sitting in a chair, you can put your right hand toward the floor. This energy that is now awakened in us and we have risen it, we are going to seek its help to achieve our meditative goals. In this case, we are trying to balance the left channel. So we are going to put that desire in front of our energy by requesting humbly, please balance my left channel. Please release all negative emotions, depressive thoughts, and imbalances in my left channel through the Mother Earth. Let me experience the joy of my spirit. Let me be joyful. Help me improve my emotional balance. We keep our attention at the top of the head where this energy is connected with the universal energy. Now we'll balance our right channels. So we bring the right hand back to the lap and left hand toward the sky. Fold it at the elbow, upper arm close to the body, and fingers of your left hand pointed upward, and palm of your left hand facing the wall behind you. Here we are going to request our own inner energy to balance the right channel. We would say, please balance my right channel. Please release all stress, anxiety, futuristic thoughts, and worries into the air. Let me be calm, relaxed, and stress-free. I have the strength and capability to handle anything that comes my way in the future, so I don't have to worry about it or be anxious about it. Let me enjoy my present. Our attention remains at the top of the head on the seventh center. Now we will bring both the hands toward the floor or on the floor, and we're going to request this energy to balance our energy system. We'll say, please balance my energy system. Please bring me into the present. I don't want to think about the past or the future. I just want to be in the present and enjoy this present moment and not spoil it by thinking about the past or the future. We'll continue to maintain our attention at the top of the head. Balancing is very important step. It helps us to bring ourselves into the center in the present. We are able to achieve that complete mental silence very easily if we are in that state of balance in the present, when we don't have those thoughts from the past or the future. That's why we spend more time balancing our systems to get to that state. Now we'll bring our hands back to the lap and notice the flow of energy on your hands at this time. Sometimes you're able to feel that difference right away, but even if you don't notice that difference in one session, we recommend doing this balancing every day to get to that state of balance where you are able to notice the difference between the state where you started from and at that time after you practiced it for a certain time. The more consistency we have, faster it is to get to that state of complete balance. Because if we do it one day and not do it for the next 2 days, then come back to it. So what happens is our state of balance and imbalance continues to go back and forth versus when we are practicing it consistently every single day. So we are continue to move forward toward balancing our channels and our system, and then we get to that state where we are in balance, and then it gets easier to retain that state or get back to that state even in one session of meditation. The other thing to keep in mind is it's a gradual and living process. So it will take time. Just be patient and kind to yourself. Do not worry if you don't get that feeling of balance right away. It can take time. So just enjoy, but also continue to practice every day to advance into this state. Now we'll bring our right hand to the left side of the lower abdomen, where our left leg meets the stomach. And here we're going to say, please give me pure knowledge. Please give me pure knowledge. The knowledge of my inner energy system and its relation to my outer body at the physical, mental, and emotional level. Please give me pure knowledge. Now bring your right hand back to the lap and we'll place our left hand on our liver, which is the right side of your abdomen below the ribs. So place your left hand on the right side of your upper abdomen. This is the place of our attention. We will say, please purify my attention. Now, bring your left hand back to the lap and right hand on your heart on the left side. Here we'll say, please integrate my mind, my body, and my attention into the one with my spirit. We also use mantras to awaken these energy centers within us. So the short mantra of the center is Shivoham, which translates into I am the pure spirit. So we are going to say it 12 times together. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Now we'll bring our right hand across the forehead, tilt our head down, and here we're going to say another mantra, Ham Ksham, which translates as I forgive, I forgive. So we'll say this 10 times. Hum, sham, 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 hum, sham. Now we'll stretch the fingers of our right hand, keep the palm of the right hand on top of the head, and we'll rotate our scalp in the clockwise direction a few times. We would say, please bring me into the state of complete mental silence. Let me be thoughtless. We can keep our hand steady. We would say the mantra of the center, Nirvichar, 7 times. Nirvichar, 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 Nirvichar. When your attention is stable, you can bring your right hand back to the lap without disturbing your attention, and we will sit in this state for a few minutes. Before we conclude the meditative part, we are going to again rise our energies using our hands and intention, like we learned earlier. So, 3 times to rise the energy, and then we give protection to our energy system 7 times to preserve that state of meditation that we have achieved today. Now we can open